Good morning, my beloved brothers and sisters. Today we'll read from Heavenly Tribe Hoondok. We'll carry on with Chapter 1, Part 2, Experiencing the Most Beautiful Love in a True Family, Conjugal Love. True Parents' Words. Sacrifice goes hand in hand with love. The way of love flows downward, making sacrifices. This makes everything smooth. Without sacrifice, everything is thrown out of balance. It is same for what we call conjugal love, which is the working of the heart that provides balance in the family. If you move alone and independently, problems arise. But as love grows bigger, it spills over to fill even the lowest places. Those even people living in a slum can nurture the dream of love. They can say, since we come here because of our search for love, happiness is right here, and they will want to settle and live there. Man was born for woman, woman was born for man. A woman keeps a man's most precious treasure. A man keeps a woman's most precious treasure. They exchange this treasure with each other. Because a man entrusts his treasure to the woman, he cannot separate from her. Because a woman entrusts her treasure to the man, she cannot separate from him. This is the linkage of love. Therefore, a woman is the owner of man's love, and a man is the owner of woman's love. Throughout history, man and woman have been unfaithful to each other. Furtively, they steal from the owner, and now the whole world is corrupt and in decline. The woman has the key to the man's love, and the man has the key to the woman's love. The place of conjugal love is the flower of the whole universe. A wife is a composite of all people in the Museum of Human History, since she is the flower of her entire lineage. God is present on her wedding night. After waiting throughout history, finally God can settle in the joyful place of a man and woman's love. How awesome is this place! She must think, I have the role to open the way, to reconnect to broken path, and to explode in love as a perfect minus, where this has never been done before. For here the bright sun of love rises above heaven and earth. When a man enters his wife's room, he should do so as the embodiment of love and of the ideal. Okay, sharing thoughts. If we talk about the most beautiful love in the world, it will be when a man and a woman meet in their youth, marry and share their first love. A man and a woman who have become a couple and love each other can conceive a new life because the union of heavenly parents' dual characteristics, the male character and the female character which exist inherently in heavenly parent, become one and manifest themselves. Furthermore, when they meet each other, the moment they share love, yin and yang achieve harmony because they become one body and they can experience the joy of becoming completely one. Like this, a man and a woman achieve the love of a couple and conceive a child and develop through the love of becoming parents. Giving birth to and raising a child who resemble the parents give them an experience as if they were living life a second time. That is because while loving the child from their heart, The parents experience together with their child the growth process and experience their own, as parents, growth process as well. Among Shakespeare's plays, the most beloved work is Romeo and Juliet. The leading characters were born into families that were feuding. They fell in love at first sight and shared a burning love. To protect that love, they were even willing to die. Through Shakespeare's outstanding writing ability and poetic expression, Romeo and Juliet's pure yet passionate love is portrayed well. Going beyond time and space, the work has reached the modern age and is considered a representative work about love. When our Heavenly Parent created humankind, the human beings who were created as His children, as one as a man and one as a woman, were to grow up, become a couple, become parents, and become grandparents. Our Heavenly Parent had designed their life course so that their character could grow and become perfect. he he had wanted to participate together with them on that course and share love and joy. Our Heavenly Parent's purpose for creating humankind as His children was that He wanted to see them live to realize a society, nation, and world based on the foundation of a family centered on true love. Accordingly, the love of a couple is very important. Heavenly Parent wanted Adam and Eve to grow, and as children who resemble Him become one with Him in thought and will. Therefore, in Bible, it is recorded that after creating Adam and seeing that he was lonely, being by himself, Heavenly Parent took out one of his rib bones and created Eve. Here Adam being created first and then Eve being created later should not be interpreted as the order of the relationship. Having taken one part of Adam and making Eve is to stress that they were one body. In a couple, the perfection of the husband love depends on the wife, and the only person among the many women of our world village who calls him her husband and who recognizes his value is his own wife. Only if she recognizes him as her husband can his position as a husband be perfected. In the same way, the wife's position also becomes perfected to the husband recognizing her. Therefore, in the love of a couple, my partner completes me. By the partner having that kind of authority in order to perfect my position, I have to match myself to my partner. If I put myself at the center, my partner cannot perfect me. The work that only I can do is to provide what my partner needs. And when I help my partner to grow, my position also can go up as high as my partner's perfection becomes. The level of perfection of the wife's position does not depend on the wife. She stands in the place matching how much her husband raised her. The degree of perfection of the husband position also is shown by the husband showing how much the wife raised her partner. Therefore, both sides raise each other, and when they concentrate on filling what is needed, they become the ideal couple that Heavenly Parents dream of. Points of contemplation. Try meditating on what action needs to be done for a couple to perfect each other. 2. The love of a couple is the substantial manifestation of heavenly parent dual characteristic, a substantial being born in the form of a couple who resembles heavenly parent. What can couples do to live according to heavenly parent's purpose of creation? Yeah, this is our Hoondokhae, and today we read about the most beautiful, experiencing the most beautiful love in a true family, and that's mean couple love. We can see that God created us in such an incredible way that man cannot reach perfection by himself and woman cannot reach perfection by herself. Only when we mold each other and when we work as partner, we can reach perfection. Yeah, God is incredible. It's incredible. Even though we have the impression that we are perfect by ourselves, that's such an illusion. That's such an illusion. So you say the perfection of wife's position does not depend on wife. No, you stand in the place match of how much her husband raised her, of how much degree of the perfection of husband position is shown through the wife investment. So yeah, that's really, really incredible. Okay, my brother and sister, I'll let you have your own contemplation over this Hoondokhae, this holy text and divine words of our beloved parents. And I wish you I wish you a great day. Yeah, bye.